So
Yes.
do you have any tips or tools for dealing with fear? One of the ones which works pretty well for me now is I used to always go fear, oh shit, run. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. And this was my conditioning, was if there's fear, run. And so each time I fear, it was like, oh, Devinder's off. Where's Devinder gone? I was just running and running and running. And I could really see how that was blocking my life from love. Because when you break through fear, you experience more love. That is the gift and the gold through the journey of fear. And it wasn't until I was in enough pain of not having the love in my life for myself and receiving and giving the block of love that I realized I've got to learn how to move through fear if I want to open to more and more love. And this is what really drove my soul and my business. It was my desire to be more love on the planet, to be a light worker. And so one thing I used to always say to myself is when fear comes up, that's a message from spirit, soul's consciousness to say, lean into your power. And so... And so it helped me reframe it. And that really was a game changer for me. It changed so much because the response in my body was different, because the brain was now thinking about it in a different way. So there wasn't the huge resistance that used to come up. How do you deal with fear? Do you have any tools or go-to tips or techniques?
One quite similar that I use, just where you said about reframing. So I will, have you heard the quote? I think it's Gay Hendricks in his book,
The Big Leap.
The Big Leap. And he says that fear is excitement without the breath. And so,
say that again.
So fear is excitement without the breath. So there is actually a very fine line in the body where you feel fear and where you feel excitement. So if we get really excited, we can feel that like in your tummy, can't you? Like it can almost feel like a little bit nervous. So they say if you can just breathe into it, you will transform fear into excitement. And what I do is take that a step further, and I will, whatever it is I'm fearing, so I pay attention to the language that I'm using internally, because we know that is creating how you feel. It creates your actions and creates your reality. So I will reframe it. So if I'm like really nervous to, I don't know, give a presentation, I will change it to, I'm so excited to give this presentation. And it sounds so simple, but it's so effective. So I'm so excited to do that thing. And even if you don't quite believe it or feel it yet, just keep saying it. And I find that really helps. And another thing that really supports me is that when I'm getting caught in fear, it's usually when I am almost in a way judging myself. Am I going to be good enough? Can I do it? Is this going to work? And when I can just kind of let go of that and connect more to, why am I doing this? Like there is a greater purpose here than me. Like, you know, there's something, this post that I put out or this video or, you know, whatever it is, there's someone out there that needs to hear that today. And for me, that seems to work. It makes it, this isn't about my fear. This is about that person and the help. And I think it just connects you to why you're doing it and gets you more connected to your vision and your mission and kind of that impact you want to make. And that really helps get me over that.